Hi Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting. So I'm going to go ahead and get a general message from your ancestors and your angels. Now this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you Virgos and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? Happy Sunday to you guys if you watch this on Sunday or whenever you watch it, okay? Now, there is a special going on for private readings, and that is only going to be for today, all right? So if you want to go and check that out, there is a message on the community board. There is also a message on the community board for those of you who do the monthly guidance readings, okay? So your payment for that will be due today so that you can get your first reading in time for tomorrow. But Spirit, what do we have for the collective? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. What's the energy here today? What do they need to know? All right, Archangel Michael, give me a card. What are you trying to help Virgo with? So the card coming out, it says use your imagination and you'll see the answer. That's interesting, okay? It's got a unicorn on here. But it's just making me think of the frequency I'm using today. But it says, dear God, it says, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. It says, I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help. Okay. So this kind of makes me feel like there's something here about believing in the impossible. Okay. If you start to tell yourself that you can't do something or something will never happen, then that is exactly just how it's going to go, because you've already convinced yourself of that. There's something here about knowing how magical life is. It almost makes me feel like there's a lot of magical things in the world. And I don't want to say it's hidden, but it's for those who have eyes to see. Thank you, Spirit. What's the energy here? What does Virgo need to know? Give me one of these. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. Okay, so we have two coming out. Now the first one here is Sacred Flame, and look at the rising phoenix, rising from the ashes here. And it says passion, transformation, and purification, right? When I think about the rising phoenix, it makes me feel like there is a new chapter here, somebody coming back or out of something, but it should have made you stronger. It should have made you wiser. But this is also with that energy of using your imagination to see the answers, or using your imagination to help you move forward or direct you. There's something here about following your heart with the passion. And then when you think about the energy of purification, it talks about, I almost want to say the only thing I'm getting from that is going forward and doing things the right way. That's what I'm hearing. Now, before I even started this message, or before I even pressed record, I kept hearing, even like maybe 2 hours before, I kept hearing warning, warning, warning. So I was like, well, is this ancestors and angels message going to be a warning for the Virgos? It's very possible for someone here. I feel like I'm getting goosebumps. Now, you had a second card that came out with this, though, and it says the Serpent's Coil. Oh, so interesting. Maybe I should have read this one first. If you go back, you'll see this one did flip up, right? I think it flipped out first as well. But it says healing, it says rebirth and protection. So you see how it makes sense that it came out together, where I was just saying someone here could have come out of something difficult when I was thinking about the rising phoenix. Someone here could have been in hermit mode, okay? Someone here could have been allowing fear and things like that, or anxiety to kind of hold them back from certain things, right? Spirit wants you to know that you are protected here. It's okay to move forward. All right, show me more. Oh my goodness. As I pick up the deck, look at the bottom of it, healer. But you see how that unicorn is even, it's almost like he's bowing his head down. So I've got unicorns all over the place here. Okay. So it says you have powerful healing gifts. It says have faith in your abilities. It says stay true to your path as a healer. Now, you guys or someone here in here can disagree with me, but I have always felt that healers who make the best healers for me is those who may have been through really, really difficult trials and tribulations in their life, right? It's like almost like I'm hearing the hurt must heal to become the healer, to go forward and help other people, right? It's almost like coming out the other end of something and being able to tell your story, tell your testimony, to show people that you can survive certain things. Maybe you are supposed to go forward and, be a shoulder for people to lean on. Maybe you are supposed to go forward and be a mentor or a counselor. But you have a purpose here. But you have to be ready to step into that purpose. Give me a message for Virgo. What is the energy, Spirit? Give me a card for now and a card for going forward. Yeah, sounds about right. Give me a card for going forward. So you see almost like this, the view on the laptop before it changes, too late. It was that man was almost like he's walking into that sun energy, almost like, and he's got all those sunflowers on both sides of him. And sunflowers to me represent like the sun energy, vitality, happiness, all is well, move forward, enter into that new cycle. Even just then, that Ace of Swords would give me that energy of victory and success. I don't know if this is about somebody needing to have some sort of balance, okay, or finding balance in their life. But you see, even him reading the book, it's like life experience. Don't let it hold you back, okay? I think is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if someone here is kind of like given up on the energy of compassion. But it says be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness, it says, will set you free. It says see the light in yourself and others. Thank you. Leadership at the bottom of the deck. So the first card that came out is courage. And we're just talking about that sun energy, Leo energy here. It says you are safe. It says fear is an illusion. It says set strong boundaries here. Okay. But going forward, look, you have the energy of freedom. It says live wild and free. It says choose your freedom. Claim your independence. And a big part of claiming your independence is you doing what it is that you want to do. This could be an energy here with set strong boundaries about not worrying about what other people will have to say, other people's opinions. Everybody putting their 2 cents worth in. It's going to cause you confusion. Spirit wants you to focus on your destiny. And does that mean, maybe you have to consider other people and things like that around you? Yes. But I'm hearing where there's a will, there is a way. Show me more. Abundance at the bottom of this deck. And support. Now, this abundance energy doesn't necessarily have to be talking about finances. Yes, we see she's got treasures here of gold and things like that, jewels and diamonds. Yes. But the abundance energy to me is that 10 of Cups. Yes, it's that 10 of Pentacles as well. But that 10 of Cups tells you that you have reached your North Node. You're living in your purpose because you are happy. You are mentally free, not restricted. Ten of Cups talks about, you know, sometimes the Ten of Cups gives me that energy where it feels so good, you can't even find the words for it. Contentment. There's also something here about somebody needing to have gratitude. Give me a message for Virgo. What did I just say? Contentment. Maybe some of you are too contented with how your life is. Maybe you've become too complacent. I even look at this mermaid. So we've got all kind of like, how would you say it, like fiction energy out here, right? Unicorns, serpents, mermaids. It's all imagination. All right, don't be afraid to be different. But I was looking at this mermaid and she's sitting on that rock, and you see how she's kind of got her legs or her tail, whatever, kind of wrapped up real close to her, right? Almost like she's guarding herself. But can you see in the background? I don't know if you can see it. You see a lighthouse here, and you see the lights are, you know, flashing out of it. And lighthouses are usually there to direct ships and things like that, or boats, right? It's guidance. She's not even looking in the direction of the lighthouse. That doesn't mean that she doesn't know it's not there, right? I mean, she doesn't know that it is there. I feel like she does know it's there. I feel like she's purposely turning her head. And could it be fear? Because all she would have to do is probably jump off that rock and swim over there. It doesn't even look that far away. Give me a card for going forward. Yeah, I'm telling you, is she even looking at it? Turn away? With right behind it the future? And guess what's right behind the future? Miracles. But I feel like there's something here with recognition about someone, yeah, and awareness about somebody needing to recognize the signs and synchronicities. But I don't know with the mystery energy if someone here just feels like, is it all in my head? Is it just wishful thinking? It's kind of giving Seven of Cups. Yeah, right behind mystery, what do we have? Contemplation. The Spirit says, why are you contemplating? Because you already know. It's just for someone here to make some sort of decision. Now, again, with the energy of magic here, right? Some of you, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be actual magic. Number one, I could see this as, hey, if you believe it, you can have it. Manifestation. For others of you, I could see this as, is there some sort of manipulation around you? You've got to see the light. Someone here has got to take a risk with be spontaneous. And Spirit says you will not regret it. I don't know if this has something to do with love, okay? I don't know if this has to do with self-love, self-worth. But there's something here that I feel like someone here has been waiting patiently for. And Spirit says to just go with the flow. Don't overthink anything. Yeah, relaxation with truth. And dive deep. But I just want one card for going forward. Thank you. We have healing. Oh dear. Yeah, the future again. All right. Show me more. It's almost like I want to say, what is Virgo afraid of then? See, it's almost like I could even see this energy healing with freedom going forward. Something is going to, look at even the sun kind of beaming down from the sky here. You're not alone. This could even mean going forward, and if when you come out of isolation or whatever this is, right, you find support. Like-minded people. How I like to describe it, your soul tribe. But there is healing. when you set yourself free. I'm also hearing there is peace. So I don't know if you're in a situation where you feel like you're not experiencing peace. Wow. And I was going to say that when I saw that, the wizard or whatever it was on the screen, right, when he was sitting in the chair. And I was saying, you know, some of you, maybe you need to find the balance within yourself here. But it was making me think of the emperor. I should have said, you know, it's just like it was showing me it's time for someone to sit on their throne. Strong boundaries with the courage, right? And then you've got the emperor coming out here. Number 4 could be significant. This is Archangel Michael energy. And it says organization and logic. It says structure and discipline. It says leadership. And we already saw the leadership card. So who here is not taking back their power? It's almost like who here is not being the person they know that they're supposed to be. They have the capability of being. It's like Spirit is showing me the magician card. You've got all the tools on your table. You don't understand you're the magician. Yeah, look at that. The 2 of coins. So it says too much going on at once. It says the need to make a decision. It says consider a more playful approach. This could have something to do with communication with the Ace of Air here. Now, this Ace of Air also makes me feel like in this deck, it talks about some of you are holding on to some sort of ideas or creativity here that you are not pushing forward. Confirmation. So it may have to do as well with your craft, career, your talents, your gifts. Now, someone here, I just want to give an example. Someone here could be like a, what do I want to use? No, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. Let me just say someone here could be like a writer. And you might be saying, well, how is it that me writing or finishing a book or whatever it is, how is that going to help people? How does that make me a healer? You never know who's going to read your book. Right? I don't know if you guys feel like being a healer is like, oh, you got to be out there like Jesus and, you know, creating miracles and healing people from. No, it's not always just that. Right? An energy of healing could just be you injecting some sort of positive energy into someone else's life. Right? Putting smiles on people's faces, making people laugh. Taking time out to talk to someone on the phone. But the Ace of Air, it says brilliant new ideas and inspirations. It says seeing the truth of a situation. So whether that's about someone else or whether that's about something that you are looking within. Okay. But it does say a challenging beginning. So even this horse, even though he's got his wings open and he's on that branch, he's kind of looking down like, I don't know if I want to see if these wings work, you know. What if they don't? What if I just go crash to the ground? Can't think like that. The World card, King of Air. All right, give me another one. The Queen of Water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy coming out here. Okay. So this is a very empathic energy. The Queen of Water is like the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is someone who's very loving, very caring. You know, she's very nurturing. I like to describe her as someone who is emotionally mature, grounded. So I don't know if this is about love, okay? But I noticed that around this Queen of Water, there is a lot of orca whales. So if this is a feminine energy, it makes me feel like this feminine energy is very much protected here. Give me one on this Queen of Water. This could just be about trusting your intuition. Maybe you have water highly aspected in your chart, whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter. It's energy. Who is this Queen of Water? Look who comes out the deck. The King of Earth. So this Queen of Water says relationships develop to a new level. It says trust your intuition. It says care for yourself and others. Now, why is the King of Coins out here for this Queen of Water? Damn. Okay. King of Water. Ignore my stomach if you can hear it. Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck with Awakening and the Six of Wands. Do you know what? I'm going to have to drink something if it does it again. You'd think I was talking to my stomach. I don't know. This kind of makes me feel like, I don't know, someone confused about their emotions, feelings here. I mean, there could be a third party here. I don't know if someone is into the same sex. That could be causing someone confusion, you know. Don't jump out or throw your toys out your pram. If that doesn't resonate, just let it go. It's like someone here is looking at things from a different perspective. Now, this Awakening card makes me think of the Three of Wands, where someone, like I said, may be thinking about the future or going forward, or the Three of Wands can talk about waiting for your ships to come in or traveling, or it just talks about progression. Give me one more. But I see victory and success here. Or it could have something to do with someone who is in the public eye. Six of Wands. It says victory. It says good news is on the way. It says public recognition or rewards. The Awakening card talks about almost like the Hangman energy. Taking a pause, thinking about something, being enlightened about something here. Realizing what it is that you need to release. The Hangman can talk about sacrificing certain things so you can have other things. But it talks about what is most important is being yourself. Give me one more for this King of Earth and the King of Water. The Four of Fire. Now the Four of Fire is that energy of the Four of Wands, where it can talk about unions. It can talk about stability. Something could have to do with a home situation, marriage. But this Four of Wands coming out with the King of Earth and the King of Water, it talks about a contentment, right? Going back to that vision I saw on the laptop, that man walking towards that big yellow, whatever that was, okay, with all the sunflowers on each side of him. Contentment, peace, abundance, a happy home life. It says the successful completion of a project. So for some of you, right, this is saying to me that your purpose involves some sort of union, some sort of partnership. Or if you know you're already in a happy relationship, right, or you know 100% now, I don't do relationships. I'm just 100% happy on my own, doing my own thing, right? Maybe you're a Nine of Pentacles energy, single, independent, self-sufficient, right? Or that's where you want to be. Then this would say to me, again, going back to your craft, when that Ace of Swords came out, it's like Spirit saying, go on, do it, push yourself. You are going to be happy about the outcome. But we all know that what you put in is what you get out. So let's move on. What is this freedom and healing energy? Why is this here for Virgo? Three of Water. Now the Three of Water, which is interesting when I was talking about these group of people, okay? The Three of Water is a Three of Cups energy where it can talk about, you know, gatherings, socializing, getting out more, mingling, you know, having more fun. It says a celebration. It says a wedding. It says graduation or a birth announcement. It says the need to have more fun. Landing on this Emperor. Ooh, we have the Ten of Air. Okay. Ooh, someone's been hurt. Now, the Ten of Air, it talks about the end of a difficult situation. See that? The end of it. And you know, the funny thing is, I'm looking at all these horses here, and it's almost like they're looking around, like they're looking for someone. It's like, where did they go? So it says the end of a difficult situation. It says embrace the change and expect things to get better now. It says recovery from an addiction. So that also could be significant here for someone. I see the 3 of fire at the bottom of the deck. 33 could be significant here. Someone, yes, there's your energy here, Virgos. There's someone here who wants to do something, right? They have the vision, or they have some sort of idea. Something's coming in for someone, but you have the Knight of Fire as well with the Hermit energy. I also see the 6 of Air, the Ace of Earth, and there we go. There's the Magician underneath the Hermit. Someone here doesn't know how powerful they are. It says you are ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest them. It says life is magical. Isn't that the message from the very beginning? Taking a risk with the Knight of Fire, especially if it's something that you are passionate about, it's going to bring you this stability. Again, it all depends on what you're desiring. The Ace of Coins can represent, yes, material things, wealth, right? Financial stability, security, abundance. But it can also relate to a relationship if that is the case. 3 of Fire with the 6 of Swords. Someone here needs to not give up. This 6 of Swords, which is the 6 of Air, it talks about things are looking up. It says the end of a difficult situation. You've got 2 cards now that say the end of a difficult situation. Stop feeling like something's going to come back and bite you in the butt. Stop feeling like history's going to repeat itself. It talks about taking a trip. But let's get your last card. From this deck anyway. Thank you. It came out. Landed straight on that Phoenix. And look at who's trying to come out. I don't know if someone's allowing ego and pride to get in the way. King of Earth again with ego. And what does the ego card say? It says a false sense of entrapment. See, it's all in the head. It's all in the mind. And I've said to you guys before, what is an idle mind? It's a perfect playground for the devil. It says being overly focused on material things. It says negative or fear-based thoughts. But the card that came out is a card that we saw earlier. Number 12. Interesting. It boils down to a 3. Someone could be seeing those signs and synchronicities. We just had the 3 of Wands. This boils down to a 3. Someone could be seeing 333. The number 9 could be significant. But that number 9 always gives me you're almost there. It says, look at things from a different perspective. It says a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. All right. So let's get your additional cards. What do we have for Virgo? Meditating or yoga could be good for someone. I see the energy of a downward dog. That just made me think of something else. Yeah, I don't know if someone's feeling guilty about something, but not the downward dog. Yeah, I don't know if some of you are allowing temptation to get the better of you. But give me 3 cards. What do you have for Virgo? And one more. Thank you. So you have, I release the need to control my life. What does the back say? What you control the most causes you the most pain. It says breathe in, breathe out, and let it go. It says, and let go of trying to control your life. So we already saw that energy of go with the flow. So somebody trying to control something is only causing them more heartache. You have, I am sustained by love. It says, whatever you do, whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you are with, it says, let yourself be guided by the loving hands of the universe. You have, I welcome miracles into my life. Be open to miracles today. You will experience a miracle each time you decide to let life love you a little bit more than before. So you got to be open. I'm hearing, yeah, someone may not like that. I'm hearing you got to be vulnerable. So take it how it resonates. Don't eat me in the comments, okay? Show me more. What does my Virgos need to know? Wow, we got time to act. You have life source. And one more. Life is a gift. I just heard that. Life is a gift that keeps on giving. So it's up to you how much you want to receive. Okay. So it says time to act. You see how she's in a cave and she's looking at them stairs like, should I come out of the cave? Oh, I'm lying. She's not in a cave. I thought it was a cave. It looks like just a dark forest, but she's looking at the light that is shining here. Almost like should she follow it? But it says you don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. It says you are ready. You have life source. It says when life comes to a standstill. So is that what that hangman energy is about? It says when life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. So you see that high vibrational energy? Focus on what makes you happy. It just gives this energy when I try to see like a bigger picture of things. It just gives that energy. Life can be that simple. It's about simplicity. So it says life is a gift. Life is unfolding for you. So seize the day and make the most of every chance to be your true self, your authentic self. It says, and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. So again, I don't know if the noise is people around you. I don't know if the noise is your mind is just doing too much, okay? It's almost like Spirit is saying life is a gift. Recognize it. Appreciate it. Experience it. Explore it. Show me more, Archangel Michael. What do you want Virgo to know? Oh dear. Okay. The first one, Virgo, says open your heart. Number 22 could be significant. Boils down to a 4. And it says no one is perfect. It says stop judging yourself and others and let love heal this situation. Does someone feel like they're not good enough for something? Or you have, look at the next one. Take control of your thoughts after I just said that. Again, boils down to a 4. 31 or 13. 13 always stands out to me. The Scorpio energy, you know, the death card. Death, rebirth. So I feel like the message is in sync. It says your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. And then you also have, oh, number 13. So, hold on. So over here we had 333. Here we got 444. 13, 31 boils down to a 4. So that does make me feel like there's progress. But, you know, those numbers are also master numbers. Should we look at the angel numbers? Let's look at them. Give me a sec. Okay, so angel number 333, it says, is a sign of encouragement, signifying growth, balance, and harmony, and a call to embrace creativity and self-expression. It suggests that your creative projects are supported, your relationships can find balance, and you are being encouraged to take action in your career, financial life. It says seeing 333 can also be a powerful reminder to trust your intuition and connect with your own spiritual growth. So let's read 444. Angel number 444 is a positive sign of divine alignment, support, and being on the right path. Confirmation. I just got a confirmation saying that. So maybe someone was questioning if they were doing the right thing, going in the right direction. Where was I? On the right path. It suggests that the angels are close, reassuring you of their presence and the strength of your connection to them. It can also serve as a reminder to stay focused, remain positive thoughts, and take action towards your goals. I really think we covered that through the reading, okay? Okay, so it says, get your power back. It says, have you forgotten who you are? One of my favorite phrases. Remember who you are. Okay. So, okay, they showed me the bit from The Lion King, but I was more going for Black Panther. But anyway, it says, you are a child of the divine. It says, so take back your power. So let's get your last card, Virgos. Look at the energy at the bottom of the deck. That's me getting excited. The Fool, another 12 here. Another 3. 12 like the awakening. So this one says, have courage to embrace change. It says, take risks. It says, be adventurous. Now, I don't know about you, but one of the first things I'm noticing, it kind of looks like to me like all gold orbs around him. Your ancestors ain't going to let you fall. All right, what do we want to go with? Since we're getting 3s, let's get 3. Give me 3 cards for advice. Hello. Be quiet, stomach. Embarrassing. Oh my goodness. What animal have we been seeing since the beginning? Who said unicorn? That's the correct answer. Unicorn. Plane and transformation. There's some, look what's behind it. Abundance. And the Chariot. Confirmation. Let them know. Someone here's got to make some moves. Take some action. Time to act. All right. Oh, they were giving me the Lion King. Even though I preferred the Black Panther. They said, it's not what you prefer, girl. The lion. So Leo energy definitely could be significant. We've been seeing it, right? Even on the screen with all them sunflowers. That big thing looked like a teleportation thing, which I was calling the sun. Give me one more. Which I was calling the sun. I'm about to go. Freaking myself out here. The sun. All right. So you got 33. Boils down to a 6. It says success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are available to you if you just believe. You have the number 16 or 61 boils down to a 7, okay? Going back to this energy of setting strong boundaries, okay? The energy of courage. I said it was Leo energy at the beginning. Stop being a scaredy cat. You have harnessed the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Your last card, Virgo. You got the sun, number 30. It would give me just a 3, okay? Which, like I said, we've been seeing 3s out here quite a lot. So anyway, it says, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. I'm hearing that song. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. So Virgos, that's what I have. Beautiful message. Love it. If anything has resonated with you or given you confirmation or clarity, or even encouraged you, even in the smallest way, right? Sometimes that's all we need is faith as small as a mustard seed. But Virgos, if anything has resonated with you, I do ask that you like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But if this is where we part, stay safe. Love and light, guys.